Meanwhile, I would like to have like the transitions, like they have in Justice League. Where they're like, meanwhile, and then it does the whole like, was it like 3 stars just like flying through the screen and some shit?
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
Yeah. Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux, twitch.tv/Major Linux, and it's time once again for another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. Hello, fellow kids. Of course, I'm joined this week and every week, but it's your boy Kev. Kev is in the building.
In the building. That's good.
An invoice has been paid, which also then reminds me I should shut down Thunderbird.
Yep.
Ruin is also in the building. Hello, Ruin. But of course, meanwhile in LA, we have East Coast Merge. Sinziak is in the building.
Hello, people of the internet.
I do want to give a special hello today, though. To Just the Mom or Stoicy. Is it Stoicy Bell? Stoic Ibele? I'm sorry. It's very broken up. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Just the Mom. Over at Toad.social. We're saying it took them 3 to 4 days while running chores and errands, but listened to the whole episode, and she wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Tech Talk Thursdays has it all: humor, tech news, incisive social and political commentary, humor, again, realness, more tech news, friendship, and humor for the third fucking time.
I need to point out the fact that friendship, of the things listed, was in fact in all caps.
Yes. So again, thank you so much for the kind words. That really did make my day on Tuesday. That was really awesome to see. Did they mention dulcet tones? They did not. They did not. But who of us has the dulcet tones though?
Not me though.
According to chat, it's definitely you.
For real? No, I'm known for the term, but I'm not known for the.
Well, nope. There it goes, right there. Capitalism.
It's right there, chat.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
You can't argue with results.
One of the worst of the isms.
The worst ism. Well, no.
No.
Damn, you're
no.
right. You're right.
You could have whatever ism that Australian CEO dude has.
Like there's I love that line because it does remind me. I just said that it just reminds me of Miracle on 34th Street, where the chubby janitor died was like, there's a lot of bad isms running on the world, and the worst of them is commercialism. All it is just make a buck. Even in Brooklyn, it's the same way. Just make a buck.
Wait, Australian CEO? Are we talking about the dude who's like, we need to see unemployment hit 30 to 40%? Oh my god, yo!
Tim Gurner of Gurner Group, which is not on our list of things because that is
he
outside
literally
of
put
both
his
tech
name on
and
that.
streaming and everything else. Decided to say, I'm going to do this so that Major has time to think about the scathing rebuke that he would like to provide. So I'm going to give him time by summarizing things. This man got on television and said with his whole face
chest and his whole face
with his whole hairline exposed for all the world to see. Everything that, quite honestly, to be fair, every CEO probably low-key believes on some level.
Every manager
or at
believes.
least people, everybody who makes some significant amount of money that they're never going to be able to spend in their lifetime, which is employees, people who work, they call tradies there, I believe, which probably also implies that those people are maybe in unions. I don't know what the slang is for that. That these people are entitled and feel that quote unquote companies, like employees or like the companies or employers are lucky to have us and not the other way around. And we need to kill that attitude immediately. And in order to do so, they need to experience economic pain. We need to see unemployment jump to like 40 and maybe even 50%. And we already see people around the companies around the world trying to move to kill that attitude in the people who work there. Yeah. So that is the thing with other sidebars that was mentioned by this person with their whole mouth. And I think it was for a lot of people a bit of a shock to the system to just have it said out loud as explicitly as that was. Although I feel like conflicted because as much as I was just like, oh, hell no. I also have to remember that we are in September now, more than halfway through, well, about halfway through September. And not only a month and a half ago did the companies that SAG-AFTRA, the actors union, was striking against, said, we should wait until these people's contracting terms are up and that they're possibly facing homelessness and then try to handle those negotiations then.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like that. There is the quiet part out loud, and then this person straight up pulled out an entire megaphone and said, listen to this before saying all of that. And it's just, it had people shook that day.
Hear ye. Also, a tradie is a tradesman. Skilled manual worker in a particular craft or trade.
Thank you for looking that up. I appreciate you. Also, just imagine saying that people who do work that you cannot do, like the logic of it.
Yeah,
because
he's like,
I would just like
they think that we need them. No, they need us. I'm like,
you are literally one person. Can you do the job of any of these people that you're talking about? Like, tech CEO, cool. Who's going to write your code? Who's going to run your infrastructure? Who's doing your sales? Who's doing your marketing? Who's running your website? Who's going to all these trade shows? Who's handling the implementation and the support services? Who are these people? Because apparently you think these people should be thankful that you decided to gaze in their general direction and offer them a crumb of a dollar bill for employment. It's giving the song that Seymour sings at the beginning of Little Shop of Horrors about being on Skid Row. And I am like, quiet parts out loud are the intrusive thoughts, to be quite honest. But like, bro, you fucking what? Like, I'm just saying, that person is an entire human being with a punchable face. Like, oh my God.
Oh. And to think that John Riccatello wasn't the worst CEO that we were going to talk about today.
No.
Just this that is the random ass motherfucker.
No, like in front of God, LinkedIn, and everybody decided to do that. And I'm just like, yo. And I'm like, okay, so you mean to tell me that y'all would be fine if half or more of your company decided to leave? If half of the people that you work with decided to stop being customers? Like, is that
how does that work out? How is that working out for Twitter?
Huh?
How's that working out for Twitter?
These people like you say that, but like this people still idolize this man.
But again, more than half of his company is gone, whether he did it or not.
I mean,
and ad revenue is drying up.
Plus,
right fast and in a hurry. So
plus, they didn't like. Plus, they didn't like him in that Valorant tournament he popped up at. It's like, bring Twitter back, and I'm like, not you getting cooked in the midst of Valorant.
Why are you there anyway?
Why are you even there? Get your ass back to X or Twitter or Y or whatever you want to decide to call it. You should really just call it Y. Like, why is this like this? Why is this breaking? Why are you so dumb?
I need to remind everybody that things that Kevin has said on this show about rich people, like, right? It's like, fuck capitalism hours around here. None of this is new to regulars of the show. However,
None of this.
Why can't y'all just be rich and stay the fuck home?
That part.
Leave us alone.
Shut the fuck up.
That part. That was the thing. That was the biggest thing that I've always said. If you are this rich, if you are this exuberantly wealthy, why are you talking? Because you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say that we want to hear, because we will never be able to achieve the level of rich and wealth that you have had, because our parents are not rich. Our parents were not white, and our parents did not do the thing first and absorb this amount of wealth in the ways in which they did so. None of us can be able to do that. And so why would we care about what you have to say? And why should you feel like that your knowledge and information means something? You've made billions of dollars. Shut up. Just be rich and sit in your compounds of wealth like the robber barons that you are, and don't say anything. Because every time you say something, you piss people off, and now people are cooking you in your mentions. Why? You could have just been rich and just not been cooked.
Merge is out here speaking some truth, and I want to say something about that too, because it's one of these things of like, I swear the worst thing that people do when it comes to billionaires is pretend that these people, and we were talking about this last week with something Major brought up about being at barbecue, is acting like these people, right? Whoever they are, make these millions, especially when it comes to like CEOs of companies, especially tech companies, because that is the life that I live in, the industry that I live in. The idea that these people are the people that they are purely on their own effort and merit, and not like it's just like really good fucking RNG for the most part, and a lot of like background wealth and everything else, or like an appropriate connection at the right time. Boy, if y'all don't get out of here. What's up, Takal?
Well, it's good news today. I could have put a Twitter story in here. I chose not to. Today. I forgot what it was, but I chose not to.
But yeah, we haven't even gotten into like the show notes yet, because I was just kind of like, I can't believe that this is a theme that I am reading on a Tuesday morning. I haven't even had my coffee. God damn it. Like, it was just like that kind of morning.
Yeah, somebody posted the video on Mastodon. I can't remember what day it was. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
But it's also giving Toni Morrison a little bit when it comes to some parts of this discussion. Tim Gurner, Takal is what we're talking about. But there's a link from Ruin, because Ruin stays on point. Here's the thing. It's a lot like what Toni Morrison said about like the work of racism. Right? The thing that Toni Morrison said is, these people, when they tell you that you aren't anything or not worth anything because of the color of your skin and all this other stuff, or that you're not trustworthy, y'all are a bunch of criminals and thieves and living off like welfare and government assistance. These people know better than that, and they know that when they say this shit to you. But the effort that y'all spend having to prove to these people that y'all are worthy of like dignity and respect, rather than just walking right past them, is what keeps y'all tied up from doing from being the great people that we could be. Just like the amount of effort that it takes to just look at this man and go, you literally would not have a company if you couldn't outsource that effort. The reason that you have millions of dollars is because by the means of systems that exist, you're allowed to exploit other people's time to make you money. If you had to spend your time doing it, you could not make even 1% of what you currently make. And you know that full and well before you got on that camera to say all of this. So what's the point here? Like, do you just want people to be angry at you? Like, oh, streamer girl who, something, that's not in the show notes either, and I'll save that for streaming news.
If you have a link, I'd appreciate it, because there's nothing there right now.
Oh, no, basically, it's not a link, it's a tweet because someone fucked around on Twitter and found out very shortly after. I will go ahead and I will retrieve that link for you.
Takal says that this is the motherfucker who talked about avocado toast.
Like
millennials and avocado toast. I was like, wait. And like Takal says, that was the first time I ever heard people were putting avocados on anything. It was like, wait, what? Yeah, we are living two different lives, my guy. Like,
well, like the thing about that
I didn't even know avocados was a thing.
Well, here's the thing that's funny about that. It's specifically from that part of the world. That part of the world just exports a lot of avocados. That's your fun fact for the day. So of course he would have that statement to say. But it's just like, bro, shut up. God, y'all can just not talk. You really could.
I wonder if Kev is doing this on purpose now.
What?
No.
Oh, because you were like that part, but there was no audio again?
Yeah, because I just mouthed it.
Oh, okay. Now look, see, just want to make sure.
So that way I can say it without interrupting what Sid said.
So he's memeing it now. Ah, got it. See, we're here. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into some tech and gaming news. Like, hey, cyber criminals are hitting casinos. And I don't feel bad about that.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say about that. One, I mean, casinos are fun and whatnot, but considering that they have had this whole lady, I remember that there was a story. I have no idea how long ago it was, where this lady hit the jackpot and they were just like, the machine was malfunctioning, so we're not giving you any of that money, but we will give you a steak dinner in exchange. So
okay,
all I have to say about that is
get hit.
Go on ahead. They're not gonna miss it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a thing where I'm like, Mitch McConnell freezing the first time? Bless you. To where it's like, oh wait, no, you're right. No, it's cool. He froze. Whatever. I don't feel as bad about that. Yeah, this is the same thing. I don't know. I mean, people got hacked. I should feel bad about. No, Marcus, no. It's a casino. No.
Nope.
Don't feel bad for them.
Oh no, they got hacked. I feel bad. Wait, this just in. They have more money. It's fine. They have insurance for these things. It's okay. Oh, that's fine. Cool. Carry on.
That'd be all right. What I always say. That'd be all right.
But see, that was a school district to call. That was a school district. I feel bad for the kids whose data got leaked in that.
Yeah.
Like the city of Oakland, sure, fuck them.
Right.
But the kids.
Yeah.
And there's that. There is that merge. Like y'all don't have to put him out here like that. Also, the fact that Mitch McConnell is asking what's his name? Dude from Utah. The one
you're talking about
Mitt Romney.
Mitt
Romney's retiring, and Mitch is like, "Yo, can you not? can you not do that?"
No.
It's just watching parts of this. It's watching parts of this crumble and being concerned about what that means, but also being like, every brown person around you that you spent your life making laws to terrorize has tried to tell you the moment you are not useful to them, you're going to be right over here with the rest of us, and you didn't believe this, and now you are having to really consider like this whole thing because these structures that you thought were going to hold you up, nah.
Oh, to call, I'm with you. Yeah, Feinstein, she can go too. Again, it's the difference between us and the cult that is MAGA Republicans. It's like we don't deify our politicians, and we will look at someone like Dianne Feinstein and like, or Feinstein, however, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, whatever, but you can have several seats too.
Yep.
Because you hold this shit up.
You need to go to the House, man. And I think we can come together and really say like, I think you need to sit down. I think you need to.
No, I mean, quite honestly speaking, what I'm hearing is that I should have gone to the store earlier today and got myself some more Milo iced tea before coming onto the podcast today, so I could just be like,
Let's get back into it. MGM Resorts confirmed on Monday that it was hit by a cybersecurity issue, shutting down systems across its suite of casinos. The hotel giant owns a notable swath of casinos along the Las Vegas Strip, where some gamblers reported slot machines being taken offline because of the incident. See, this is at a point where I bet like all the grannies that was sitting there playing them nickel slots, like, all right, we gotta roll up now. Who did it? Who did it?
Who broke it?
I'm taking this whole motherfucking down, turn on my motherfucking slot machine.
Who broke it?
Who did it? Oh, nobody got answers for Sweet Nana right now. Okay. Nope, nobody, none. You, Blackjack dude, what happened? Get on your radio. Get it on. Who did it?
Who broke?
They don't want these hands from Bertha.
No. Look, I've been working on that skit all week since I found out about this article. Thank you. Sorry. I had to get that out. Nobody likes my skits at home.
Cackling.
Wait. I feel like I have to say these things because all the propaganda they're going to run when Carter croaks because he's in hospice. People care too much about politicians, man. It's weird. It's really fucking weird. They take those machines down until they started paying out. I wonder if it also has something to do with that Cash App glitch. Which also, look, I'm gonna tell you, stuff happened this week. I had to remove some things, like the Cash App issue. And all those poor folks who were in debt. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say they poor folks. They knew what the fuck they were doing, and now they done got caught up in some shit.
It's giving the Wall Street Reddit.
Yep.
Except, I was kind of cheering for those guys.
Like Wall Street bets,
Yeah, I was kind of cheering for them.
See, the thing about Wall Street bets was the people that were in there that were holding that thing up. The tent pole, the big boys, a lot of them dudes had money to do that shit.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the thing that we were talking about.
The people who came in after under all that were the people who were like, I hear we shorten let me shorten GameStop. Let me cash out my retirement and do it with it.
Yeah, see, at that point you done fucked up.
You done fucked up because them dudes were literally rich bored nerds who were like, I don't like none of this. Let's break a system. Like, let's run the bank.
It was like the system was broken, and then people who were paying into it after the fact. And it's like,
right.
Yeah, no, see, y'all too late. It was like crypto. Like, you should have been there at the beginning.
Right.
So y'all came in this way too late, and y'all about to get fucked.
Right. That part. So,
But yeah, like this right here, this is definitely something different.
It was something different because this was like, nobody learned from the DoorDash. When them accounts,
shit.
I'm like, how the fuck out here buying cars, my guy? You just buy, see, well, here's what you do. you buy something light.
Yeah, something that like if you got fucked over, it ain't gonna fuck you over.
Right. You could be like, look, I messed up. Here's 20. I'm gonna have to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich for the next 2 checks, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Y'all
Yeah,
out
I
here,
hope
y'all
you can
out
take
here
that car
scamming
back.
bad.
Yes, I hope you can take that car back because motherfucker.
Because it's also giving the remember the Airbnb situation
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the pandemic. It's also giving that energy. And I don't even know the whole story, but that whole thing about being like, what am I supposed to do? I can't afford all these rent payments. Okay, but you bought a whole apartment block to like rent to people to make extra money when people were facing evictions. And
But speaking of casinos having money to do things, and while we should not feel sorry for them, Caesars was also hacked. And they just paid up like a motherfucker. I would say a word. I don't know if it's gonna play, so I'm just not gonna say it. But like a punk. Yeah, there we go. I'll use that one. A punk. They paid up like a punk. They're like chumps. They just got these chains snatched.
Mm-hmm. And here's the wild thing about paying. You pay. 2 things happen. Number 1, it could work, and you get your shit back. Or they could be like, cool, pay me more.
Yup. Or 3, which is kind of like 2.B.
Yeah.
Or 2.A. Here's another group to do the same shit.
Right.
It's
like,
we heard you paying.
We heard you paying. Now run us the money.
Like they just gave them the folder of data. It's like, your turn.
It's like if you could, because again, they have the data. They have your stuff. They've copied it. They're just loosening your access on your own shit.
It's like for $1,000, we'll sell you the data. You don't even have to open the zip file. Just ask for 10 million. They'll give it to you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they in your shit.
Yeah, like the word said, like, look, they'll sell it in the back end. Nobody ever opens the data. They just have it there. So look, now I got it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, you dumb fuck. What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens. You give people money and they don't know what to do with it. I really feel like Vegas is literally a house of cards at this point. At least like where the casinos are. Like residential Las Vegas, I'm pretty sure they got their shit on lock. But the fucking strip, it's just a fucking house of cards. It's just people with too much money doing too much blow and just don't know what the fuck they doing. Look, just pay them. We don't need them to know what Usher is doing in the boom boom room. I don't even know if Usher's at Caesars, but you know.
If he is, Keke Palmer's probably somewhere nearby.
Wow.
Now I'm only joking about that. Keke is perfectly fine.
Her and her man have made up. They good.
See, MGM decided not to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Caesars is the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm just gonna recommend maybe don't stay at Caesar's Palace.
Maybe postpone. Well,
Actually, yeah, just don't go to Vegas. Ooh, isn't there a big convention coming up soon?
That's why
in Vegas.
That's why I paused. I was like, oh.
Is there a convention in Vegas?
I mean, there's plenty of conventions in Vegas, but there's one specifically that we would be interested in. Specifically,
would we though? I feel like
not to say interested enough to go, but it would be in our purview to cover as a part of the show.
Hold on. Let me gather my card again over here and think about it because I don't know.
Yeah.
I also heard that's not.
Interesting.
I also heard that tickets for that thing weren't selling as well either. So I don't know.
Well, I don't know if it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be spicy. It's fine. All I'm gonna say is maybe part of it has to deal with people being concerned that they're not gonna be able to keep these gamers off the stage and not touching the talent that they hire. So
I don't know. They've been very emboldened. Gamers have been very emboldened to hop on stages lately. Like two Keeley shows back to back.
Two Keeley shows, and I was like, because
like I bet you at Gamescom they had like just burly ass German dudes just sitting there like, I want you to try.
be like,
or
be
whatever
like,
that is in German.
Be like just like the group Imperium from WWE. Just be like, all your gratitude, Gunther.
So the second Keeley event was GS. Wait, no, was it GSF? Actually, it was Gamescom. It happened at Gamescom, not GSF.
Yeah.
Where the dude asked where was GTA 6.
Yeah, it was at Gamescom opening live. Yeah,
that's right. So
opening
it didn't
night,
happen at didn't happen at GSF because again, I guess it was because journalists were there. But the general public of Cologne, Germany was like, no, we have questions about GTA and they must be answered.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm surprised nobody just been like Roman Reigns speared him in his guts and then dragged him off stage by his hooded sweatshirt. Like, bro, what is you doing? The level of like non-urgency with this man being on stage. I'm like,
I mean, to be fair, that the first guy, I mean, he was just standing there and nobody knew who he was, but nobody said anything.
Yeah,
like that dude cooked on stage for like a good 5 minutes.
It was like, oh wait, this man. It's like, yeah, Games Awards like, oh man, this man don't belong here. Oh man, jeez, security. But
he was up there for a minute.
But then like Cologne, it was like, oh, this man is just really nose to nose with Keeley. Like, security. This man's up here for way longer than he needs to be. Security.
From Software got like Keeley was like, look, From Software can handle themselves, but not me.
Not me. But not I.
He was too busy thinking about all the white men he had up on stage from from SGF.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Look, my YouTube video, I am in SGF in SGF mode on my own Plex server. So that's why that's kind of fresh on my mind right now.
Oh yeah. Catching up to June.
Yeah. I was telling someone, I remember like about a couple of weeks ago, I was asking about Breath of the Wild before Starfield came out. I said, yeah, see, that's where I am in life right now, in game news, in game coverage. I'm in Breath of the Wild Summer Game Fest territory. Eventually Baldur's Gate will release. And I'll probably reach Starfield by Christmas. Which will make if
the Lord says the same.
We talk. Not really. But, I hope. Your computer's on fire. Update it. Everything. Right now. Don't even wait. Chrome, Firefox, Brave, and Edge just released a patch for a flaw. Nice major almost at the BG3 setting unrealistic expectations news. Oh yeah, I wonder if they will talk about that. A software vulnerability could give hackers easy access to your computer. Major browser makers have fixed it, but the problem is more widespread than that. Related, Mozilla Flatpak crashes way too much. See, I wish I could understand that, but I'm on Windows, which in and of itself is a problem because it's spyware as a service. But you know. Stack Diary mentioned that Electron-based apps like encrypted messaging app Signal and Bandysoft's Honeyview have also released patches for the issue. Other apps like Affinity Group, GIMP, LibreOffice, Telegram, many Android applications, and cross-platform apps built with Flutter are likewise affected, according to the site. Whew. Yeah. It's not even a service. It's just spyware. Yeah. It's the most beautiful looking spyware I've ever seen. So yeah, please go update your shit. Please update all of your shit. I'd appreciate it. There are also some Windows updates too. You should do that. You should patch your Windows. Don't delay. Update today. This is a nice piece of news, given the fact that, you know, I'm out here ride sharing, and it's always good to see companies actually doing right by people. Lyft aims to match women and non-binary riders and drivers with each other more often. The Women Plus Connect initiative is designed to bolster safety and encourage more women to sign up as drivers. Lyft has announced an initiative that aims to bolster safety for riders and drivers who identify as women or non-binary. Women Plus Connect is a feature that gives women and non-binary drivers the option to match with women and non-binary riders more often. Lyft says this is an opt-in feature that's preference-based. If a driver activates Women Plus Connect, but there are no women or non-binary people who are looking for a ride close by, they'll still be matched with a male rider and vice versa. The feature will initially be available in Chicago, Phoenix, San Diego, San Francisco, and San Jose. Lyft plans to enable it in more cities in the near future. When it's available in the area, women and non-binary riders and drivers will see a count me in prompt. If they agree to this, it's more likely that they'll be matched with a woman or non-binary person. I like that. That's an awesome feature to see.
Like, that was one of those things I looked at and I was like, that's pretty cool. I could get into this.
And it's also one of those features that I'm waiting to say, hey, I think it's cool, but then Sin finds 20,000 reasons for it to not be.
No, I'm just like, no, this makes sense. Like,
this passes the vibe check.
It tracks, it makes sense.
I think the one thing that would have messed this up is if they had charged for it, but it does not look like it is being, it's not, I don't think it is a paid feature. So that's really good to know. So, yeah, good on Lyft for doing this. This is really nice.
That is the only point Lyft is probably getting this year. So I hope they relish it.
Have they gotten any negative points?
They like negative points in the same way that like most ride sharing services at this point and their relationships with workers always have them in negative points.
Right. Damn, Merge, you ain't had to do them like that. California passes right to repair at guaranteeing 7 years of parts for your phone. Or e-reader, or what was it? Damn, what the fuck was that thing that Scientology got? I want 7 years of parts for that.
Oh. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Yeah, it's not an e-reader. That's something completely different.
Crap.
E-meter, thank you. The e-meter.
E-meter. E-meter.
The emitter. I'm sorry.
I gotta get that emitter. I gotta get her emitter.
Oh, I remember this because remember it passed unanimously in the Senate in California? And we were wow, God. There's like Republicans and Democrats in, yes, a very, very blue state that all agree on a thing.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Oh, it was the state assembly that passed it 50-0. The Senate passed it 38-0. Everyone's like, yes, duh. Like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get California's government to run the country?
I don't know if we want that entirely, but for this moment, maybe.
I mean, when is federal government actually unilaterally agreed on a thing? I don't remember a time. Like shit, when it was like to formally condemn a country, they're like, yeah, no, I don't know, man. Look, there's good people on both sides.
You know something? What we're going to do, I'm going to behave today. I'm going to behave today. That is the thing I'm going to do.
That's not fun.
Earth is ghetto and I wanna leave.
So yeah, it's good news. This is, oh yeah, that's right. Because y'all remember the Susan Talamante's Eggman? Apple made waves last month when it announced it was throwing its support behind California's Right to Repair Act in a letter to Senator Susan Talamante's Eggman.
Oh, yeah.
I love this. I love everything about this article.
What in the Sonic the Hedgehog is happening here?
I don't even know.
What in the rolling be a sound is happening?
The way that your mic cuts you all the way off.
Yep, it does. It doesn't want me to be great.
A previous version of this article erroneously referred to California as the most densely populated state instead of the most populous state. We regret the error. It seems like something trivial to regret, but I guess, sure, go off.
Well, I mean, because you know that people were probably coming in left, right, and center to be like, now hold on here. And they were just like, all right.
Look, I'm checking the comments to see if anybody did come in that way. Wow.
Major.
Wow. They did. They literally did. What the fuck?
People go like one thing that someone's not gonna do. You're not gonna say you the most populated. You might have more people, but per capita, we have more people over here.
What?
They sure did do that. They sure did.
Per capita.
California is the most populous state, but it is not one of the most densely populated. It's the 17th most populated. Ugh. Check out this Wikipedia link.
Here, let me adjust my glasses as I will actually.
And then literally somebody's responding to us like, yo, dog, you did not have to do this. Why? I'm sorry, you put that up there so dumb. I wish I was having such a boring life that I could care about such a pedantic thing. What's going on, Perpetual Noob? It's been a minute and I'm glad to see you here.
What a time. What a time to be alive.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, I just had to check because
Indeed.
it's like we regret this. Like, okay, somebody, I feel like somebody called it out, but it's like nobody is like that has that much fucking time on their hands, and then
time on their hands.
I was wrong.
You were very incorrect. You forgot that
I regret
we have
the
existed. I see what you did there, and you know something? I have to wonder if someone just put that up there just out of like just being petty, being like,
yeah, like we regret the error. Sorry.
We regret saying that we just still have more people living here than you have living wherever you might be. So sorry.
And like I said, I misjudged the internet. I regret the error.
I'm just sitting here like, y'all FromSoft games exist. We knew that comment was coming.
Deeply regret it. Speaking of right to repair, the Pixel tablet gets repair guides and replacement parts from iFixit. Hooray.
Yay.
I could have tossed that out, but it seemed like it tied together. And also I needed some Google stuff to really balance this out. The iPhone 15 was announced this week. If you want to have somewhat of an in-depth conversation or see one, a very one-sided in-depth conversation, mind you, I do recommend you go to youtube.com/MajorLinux where you can find my thoughts on the matter. Where I talked about the iPhone 15, 15 Pro, and the Apple Watch amongst other things. But yes, there was an iPhone 15 announced. They do have USB-C, but there are some things. There are some things that did come out of this that I still feel like we need to talk about. Because Apple did what Apple does. And it's unfortunate.
Apple do be like, oh, look, we even introduced you once again to T9 technology and flip phones.
Well, they did that like so many other things use USB-C, so we've added it to the iPhone. Now you can charge your iPad, your iPhone, and your MacBook, and also your AirPods Pro with new USB-C with one cable. We were definitely not forced by the EU to make this change.
Mm-hmm. Totally not.
Girl. Okay.
Like they
You know
forced
something?
you-
I want to be upset about this, but honestly speaking, about half of the CEOs that are speaking could use people who would be able to just so gently put a thing. Like PR people are winning out here.
All right, so I'm gonna go on this here. I'm glad that this article, at least of right now, does not spoil it. With the change to USB-C, what do you think it grants all iPhones with? Or what do you think it gave the iPhone along with USB-C?
Phone jack?
I'll narrow it down. The Lightning cable uses USB speeds of USB 2.0, which is really slow.
Very slow.
If they switch to USB-C, what do you think might have happened to all of the iPhones? Given that very specific piece of trivia.
I'm charging faster.
Okay. But if I was talking about data speeds,
Yeah.
what do you think USB-C would have given the new iPhones?
The ability
To call.
Huh?
What?
What?
Hold on. USB-C on other phones aren't that much faster either. You would be surprised that there are devices out there that still only transfer at USB 2.0 speeds. Right. But again, Apple in 2023, along with my flagship Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, and even my Pixel 6a, with USB-C in 2023, what do you think it gave all the iPhones?
I want to wait for
Versatility.
you to give us. I want to wait for the big reveal.
So Pulse says 10 gigabit per second speeds over USB-C. And pairing that with higher charging speeds, you're only half correct. This article here says the iPhone 15 Pro supports 10 gigabit per second USB 3 speeds, and it brings a lot of cool features to the table. That is only on the 15 Pro and Pro Max.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy the Everyman iPhone 15 or iPhone 15 Plus, it's still USB 2. It is still USB 2.
So it would still get like the fast
Lightning,
charging speeds, but
not even fast.
Wow.
I don't think it charges as fast as the Pro. I don't think it has PD on it.
You don't have PD on. That's fucking dumb. Doesn't even have PD.
The Nothing Phone 2 is $700 phone, and it also has USB 2.0.
My fucking
That
4A,
seems-
my fucking
dumb as shit,
4A,
but okay.
my fucking
This is why I
4A
don't
had
fuck
like
with nothing.
18 watt. Yeah, my fucking 4A Pixel had like 18 watt out the box. The fuck?
But to think about, you now have a phone that can record at 4K 30 at least now with the new chip. And you still have to rely on, like, if you don't have a Mac, you have to rely on a very convoluted system to get the footage off of your phone.
Yep. Because you need like the C, you need to like the C to A, and then plug it in, and then that cable. And again, if it's like 2 point, if it's still like 2.0, then that thing's gonna be slow. It's not even 3.
Oh,
It's not
Tikal,
3 and 3.1.
Tikal, I'm not believing you. I'm just saying I don't fuck like it's 2023. We should not be using USB 2.0 speeds. I'm sorry. What the fuck are we doing?
No.
I'm still upset because y'all remember just last week I said, look, I talked to 9 to 5 Max, or I heard from 9 to 5 Max, Benjamin Mayo, and he told me on Mastodon that we were going to see Thunderbolt. We were going to see Thunderbolt. Yeah. A white guy from the UK. Look, the jokes are there, sure.
Yeah.
But he said they was going to have Thunderbolt. We need to get Thunderbolt, but I will still take 10 gigabits per second over whatever the fuck the iPhone 15 has.
Phone.
Why?
What numbers are they talking?
Like, I don't know what USB 2.0 is. I think that's in the megabits per second. Like that iPhone can transfer shit faster than I can transfer things over my local area network. USB 2 is like 480 megabits per second. Oh, and of course, now that I've mentioned Thunderbolt, again, to call when the restructure happens at Major's house, I might have a job for you. I really do have a job for you. USB 2 is a standard that came out in the late 90s. Exactly. Like, what are we doing? This is ridiculous. The iPad is
like,
also,
I just imagine that all like the super tech people who pay attention to this stuff were out here listening to this with some kind of excitement, realize what was happening, and be like, "Oh, I'll just slap the shit out of you."
But the thing is, I don't think they would notice or care. Which I guess that's me screaming out of cloud now because nobody's gonna care. But it's like, still, why? Why? However, though, because the iPhone 15 Pro can do 10 gigabits per second over USB 3, you can actually connect external hard drives and actually record video directly to those hard drives now. So you don't have to worry about using up your iPhone storage to record these movies. So, I mean, that's an awesome feature to have, but again, it would be nice if your other, even like your slightly budget phone which is supposed to be like the crown jewel, everybody buys an iPhone, should also have that feature. But knowing them, it'll be in the phone next year. So but yeah, I mean, it's Apple. Also, their latest basic iPad, even though it does USB-C, it also has USB 2.0 speeds. That I did not know until I looked this up for the iPhone. Kev, you and I both agree that Anchor is an amazing company, right?
Yes.
That we should definitely have a sponsorship by Anchor.
Yes.
Because every time we get a chance, we are always talking up Anchor and their amazing cables, hubs, docks, everything, right?
Yes.
Like,
I don't like where this is going.
Also on Tuesday, Apple released, and I caught shit for this on Mastodon yesterday, which I don't think this dude was an Apple shill. I don't know what the fuck his problem was, but Apple is selling a $29 USB-C to Lightning adapter.
Yeah. Which to me was like, oh great, a dongle when you don't really need one. And I was sitting up there like, does they not know that Anchor makes C2C cables? Like, what?
I was told that I posted that article yesterday because I was just I was just angry to be angry.
At dongles? Like, I'm hating on dongles? Nothing? Like, what? I tell you, the level of people that need to, go touch grass.
It's like, I can be upset and then also could tell people, hey, this is an outrageous product. Do not buy this. There are other options. Please do not do this unless like there is just some weird use case. And I will accept that. Because I don't know how many people are going to make Lightning to USB-C adapters or whatever this shit is called. They may just leave this up to Apple, and that's fine.
Right.
But don't do this if you're just trying to use a charging cable. If there are devices that require plugging in a Lightning port or a Lightning cable, like maybe fucking, I can't even think of something. I can't even think of a thing that plugs in directly into a Lightning cable.
Oh, not that one.
That doesn't have a USB replacement. Oh, Post, I made that joke with dude, what's that dude, Kill Your FM, where I told him he needed to get off my metaverse grass, and I shaked my fist at KWS or at AWS. You know, the cloud.
That right there. Like, that right there. In the,
so like for charging cables, if you were looking for charge, boom, there you go.
2 of them.
But yeah, like, I get this if only Apple is making this part and you have something, like, there has to be something that plugs into an iPhone's Lightning port. There's gotta be something. I don't know what it is. I'm not in that market.
There is a specific use case, but if it's like
for charging cables,
it's like the 1% of 1% that would probably need this. Everybody else don't need this. There is a 1% of a 1% that would need that $29.
And that's fine. But it's like, if you're getting it for charging cables for headphones,
no.
Like the AirPods cost less than this if you just bought the USB-C pair.
Yeah.
A USB-C charging cable will cost you less than this.
Like, the only thing that I could say that this would work for or make more sense if you had the direct wired. You remember like the direct wired lightning headsets that came out? I could see this being possibly like if you love those headphones that much that you wanted to keep them,
But
and
if you're
then
talking
be
about
like,
the
oh,
AirPods, if you're talking about the AirPods that they gave with the Lightning port, they sell
Yeah.
USB-C ones now,
yeah.
and
So
they
I
are
don't.
less than this.
Yeah. So I don't even know what would be the use case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it is headphones, if it is charging cables,
Yeah.
there are little products that cost less than this.
Right. And you get two.
Merge is saying, I guess this is for people who have a ton of Lightning charging cables. Then you can use this to charge the new phone or AirPods.
But then, which is true,
would
I
also
guess.
just
But at that
replace
point,
the cables.
yeah. But
Yeah.
at that point, you could just be like a new pair, and then that's it. Because if you have a drawer full of cables, what's two more?
I mean, I don't know. It's just
and like it's and
$30.
it's like and your new phone is going to be coming with a new cable. Your new iPad is going to be coming with a cable. 11th gen, 12th, the different iPads are going to be coming with different cables. I don't understand what the
yes, they come with the cable, but not the charging brick because they made the box smaller. Because green initiative.
Yeah, because then you're
also,
like,
did you
cool.
say they moved? Oh, Kev. Also, did you see that they moved Lisa? They got her off the roof.
Well, I hope so because she's been on that roof. She's been on that roof for years.
She was in a field this time after talking to Mother Nature.
Well, that's
also,
good.
Did y'all
I'm
see
glad
that Mother Nature is black?
Yeah. Eventually, they will include nothing. Well, that's fine because then you'd have to buy. Then you'd be like, cool. Then you go to Anchor and you buy your new cables. I don't understand what the problem.
No, I feel like at that point when they include nothing, it's probably because it's like MagSafe charging or some shit.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, like those, like I can't understand what
there wasn't.
I can't understand what the use case is only because the Lightning part of the thing plugs directly into the phone, not my power brick, right? Like
Right.
So like the laptop that I have is USB-C and it's just USB-C to USB-C. That's not an issue. The thing for the phone is the USB-C end goes into the power brick. And I got that from Fat Kid Deals for like $19 and it came with two chargers and two cables that were like 2 feet long. So like what?
Yeah.
Apple, like actually answer the question, who is this for?
It's like that song I hear on TikTok. Who this fuck?
Because unless you have a pair of headphones that ends in a USB-C connector and not like, no.
This is the other way around. It takes the Lightning and makes it USB-C.
The thing is, I was saying, like, unless you have something that ends in a way that connects to this USB-C port, doesn't make any. I can't imagine what kind of sense this makes. Yeah. And even that's not how it works. It's just kind of like more proof to the point. This actually makes no sense. What are we doing?
Mm-hmm. Like who would need this beyond like
whatever that weird random device is that uses a Lightning cable.
Right. Because if you got a new phone, you're like, cool, you got a new charge cable. Now you'd have to go in there with the charging brick. You can probably find one from Anchor.
But see, Merge and so I'll say with that too, it's where I hope that there are companies that are coming out with similar things that are cheaper than this. Like $30 seems like it is way too much.
That's what I'm saying. $30 to reuse your cables when you can buy brand new cables for cheaper. That doesn't like mesh to me where I'm willing to spend $30 when I could literally just spend 13, 14, 15 plus shipping and save half.
Pulse. This is for Lightning, not USB-A.
Nah. It's like, yeah.
Like I think I have an adapter.
No. I have tons of C to A. I got C to A and C to C.
I mean, that's what something like this is for.
But like I say, I'm sure they have to check box against e-waste complaints. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
I
they
mean,
have USB-C to Lightning, but again, the iPhone, you're replacing the iPhone's Lightning port with USB-C port. So that Lightning connector, that Lightning part of that cable, like
yeah,
this part is now useless because this does not take power; it sends power.
yeah, they have. Yeah, there are Lightning to C. They would have to reverse. They would make a port that would connect into the Lightning would connect into the charger.
I mean, I guess
as
like
opposed to the device.
it's-
And even at that point, why would they do that?
I guess it's I mean, I guess in Merge's case, it's creating smaller e-waste, but it's
True.
expensive e-waste. It's like expensive,
Right.
smaller e-waste.
Not-
Because it
not
would be
to- not-
cheaper to buy a new cable, but I guess if
Yeah.
you don't want to buy a new cable and buy this,
yeah,
it's now $30 to have a smaller thing.
yeah. Meanwhile, there are once this like iPhone becomes fully out there, Lightning becomes dead, and there's only
Well, it
there's
won't be.
only
It won't be. I'll tell you why.
like okay. I mean, because of the remaining peripherals that are still out
Yes. Because I thought about that. I said, damn, I forgot. My Magic Trackpad still charges using Lightning.
there. True, and and probably what Magic Mouse,
The Magic Mouse does too. And I think the
Yeah.
Magic Keyboard does.
and the pencil. Does the pencil still? Wait a minute.
No, they changed it with the new iPad.
Okay.
It's USB-C now, but they have a similar cable. I think that does convert your old Apple Pencil to charge using USB-C. See, no, Paul, the Gen 1 Apple Pencil still requires you to plug it in.
Right. Gen 2 is wireless.
Yeah, I have the Gen 2 and that one's wireless.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, it's like so again. Oh, legacy peripherals. They're probably still gonna be making those for legacy peripherals. That's fine, but I hope that means that the legacy accessories get a little bit cheaper for my poor ninth gen iPad.
they won't.
'Cause-
Yes, it
Which-
was and still is, just like the
yeah.
Magic Mouse.
yeah, the Magic Mouse. Yeah.
Just like again, the thing about like how you are charging those things is like the Apple Pencil just juts out the bottom of an iPad,
Yep. Just
and a Magic
like-
Mouse
it's
you have
like
to turn
this.
this shit fucking over to plug it in.
like this.
It is so fucking stupid. Anywho,
And yes, I'm actually holding my iPad when I'm doing it for emphasis.
another dumb thing that Apple is doing.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, the USB-C port is also coming to the AirPods
Mm-hmm.
or the AirPods Pro. They will not sell you a case with the USB-C port. If you want the USB-C AirPods, you have to buy the whole damn thing over again.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking dumb.
So fucking dumb. It's like you do you do it good, but then you do it dumb. And I'm like, ooh, hate it.
All right, y'all ready for some gaming news?
Yeah.
Great. Because I'm not done with Apple.
Oh damn.
Assassin's Creed Mirage, Death Stranding, and Resident Evil Village, also Resident Evil 4 was not listed here, are coming to the iPhone 15 Pro. I am being very specific, and so was this article. It's not coming to the 15, just the 15 Pro. Only the A17 Pro chipset can handle these titles.
And it's running natively, right?
I believe so. Apple said during the iPhone event that Resident Evil Village, just used Resident Evil 4 Remake, Death Stranding, and the upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage are all coming to its mobile devices soon. As Apple notes, this will be the first time that a console-level Assassin's Creed game will be available natively on iPhone. Expect to see Mirage on iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max in the first half of next year. The other 3 games will be available on devices by the end of 2023. So yeah. What's the catch though? 30 FPS, if that's a catch. Ooh, that Resident Evil 4 played like smooth molasses on the M1. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, was it slow? Or are we talking about smooth as a good thing? Also, they had talked about that hardware accelerated ray tracing is coming to the 15 Pro. Oh, molasses is not fast, but you were saying smooth. I imagine molasses was smooth. Ruin, I'm trying to tell you 30 frames per second is acceptable on Starfield too, but you know, it's whatever, man. I need to play. Oh, wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to Starfield news is coming. Starfield news is coming. But yeah, so that's all the Apple news. And now here comes the Starfield news. Yeah. I think Butter, when it comes to some, gotcha. I see you, I got you, young. Starfield is getting DLSS and FOV slider and ultra-wide monitor support in a future update. So there was an update to Starfield yesterday.
Yes.
It was not this.
No.
Bethesda's planning to add NVIDIA's DLSS upscaling technique to Starfield soon. It's part of a bunch of promises for updates to the game, including brightness and contrast controls, which I do feel like it needs a lot. An FOV slider, 32:9 ultra-wide monitor support, and even an eat button for food. Look, Merge, I was averaging about 55 yesterday on fully maxed out settings.
Yeah. I dropped mine up to high to kind of like mitigate any issues.
So yeah. Also, I did not include it, but NVIDIA did kind of add an over-the-air update for Starfield. Like they were doing some stuff for resizable bar. Yesterday, I think it came out yesterday. No, it's Tuesday. It came out Tuesday. It patched the existing driver, but it also came included with the game ready drivers for Lies of P and Mortal Kombat 1. You get 43 and 7 depending on the scene at 4K. Yeah, like I'm seeing about anywhere between 55 and maybe about 70, maybe 80 depending on the scene at 1440p. So yeah, it was a nice change. So yeah. And speaking of NVIDIA news, guess what's coming to NVIDIA and GeForce Now? If you guessed Starfield, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Field of Stars.
So yeah, Starfield is already on xCloud, but now it's going to be added to GeForce Now, which I am hoping is the PC version. And yes, this is the first time where I have seen this screen when trying to play on the cloud, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And it's so bad that it affects other games too. I tried to play Minecraft Dungeons and got hit with the same damn screen. was like, there's no way there are people playing Minecraft Dungeons. I'm sorry. Like, just on the planet Earth, the only person playing Minecraft Dungeons is my son. How very dare. But, yeah. And my neighbor's son and their neighbor's son. I don't know, mate. Well, I don't know. They actually may be playing Roblox in their houses. We don't do Roblox in this house. We were watching the State of Play today, and they were talking about Roblox coming to PlayStation 5. My son looked at me and said, I'm not allowed to play Roblox until I'm 12. I said, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And we just kept it moving.
Sadly, my child plays Roblox. I couldn't get it to it.
That's right, bro. He knows.
Yeah.
Even on that PC, he could pull up the Microsoft Store. He sees Roblox right there. He knows.
Yep. So I'd be like, Tasha, we need to keep an eye on it, because she be showing me her level. She be showing me the levels that she plays, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm sitting up there looking like, keeping an eye on all this thing.
I'm not like, look, passwords have to be entered if he wants to buy things.
Yep.
Look, it was difficult to figure out, but I figured out how to lock down that damn Windows computer, man. It's not as good as the iPad, but motherfucker, I figured that shit out.
Mm-hmm. We'll find a way.
Oh, now that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for that game of cat and mouse. But like, I let him sit there. It's all right, do your worst. And like, I've gotten to a point where like, I've got the little Microsoft family monitoring app and shit. Within seconds of me blocking an app on his computer, it will just pop up a screen. It'll take him out of the game. Pop up a screen says, you are now restricted from playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, Verge. Stop, bro.
Merge. See, I'm gonna tell you right now, Merge don't be playing with nobody.
Let's see. I do have some.
Merge said he gonna learn today.
I do have a Cash App card that doesn't have any money on it. Oh fuck! But what if he did it during the glitch?
Ooh. Then
That'll
his credit's
fuck me
ruined.
up, man. That'll fuck me up. Okay, so now to this week's L of the Week.
Mm-hmm. Damn, we should really have a donkey of the day.
What would we call it? Okay, so if we were to have a donkey of the day, L of the Week, what should that be called for this show?
The FAFO of the week.
Must.
Or the stupid prizes award.
Winner of the stupid prize award for this week.
Yep.
Unity.
Ooh, strap in, everybody. We got a lot to say.
And this was over 2 days. This started yesterday. Just so you know.
It's like, yeah, I'm catching up. I'm literally catching up. I'm like, what?
It wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday because I was home when this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, when this shit going down, I was at home at least. So
Mm-hmm.
that's right, because it was, because Takal said that they tried to sneak it in during the Apple event, but no, the news hit before Apple. People were talking about it before the Apple event started.
Uh-huh. Look at you out here trying to use Tim Apple's Love In as cover and got clapped. Hate to see it.
But the thing is, those groups aren't mutually exclusive. I mean, those groups, they're not mutually exclusive, but at the same time, it's not a circle. It's also just not a circle. There's enough people who did not give a shit about Apple to see what was happening.
That's not. Today was literally a Nintendo Direct and a State of Play. Those two don't gel. One group is happy about this, another group is happy about this. So even if you post about X, it's still gonna hit the people.
Also, what the fuck was up with that?
About the State of Play,
both of them scheduling today, on top of fucking the Night City Nightwire.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot popping off today. I guess they felt like
we covered none of that because I'm like, I just don't. There was too much too soon. I'm okay.
Look, I picked Nintendo because Nintendo is what I'm into, but nah.
I missed Nintendo because I was out of the house. I came home just in time for PlayStation.
I mean, theoretically, you didn't miss them. You didn't miss a lot, but you missed a lot. It's kind of like
I watched the YouTube videos of the Mario stuff, and my son, he was interested in the Peach Showtime game.
Yeah, I missed State of Play, but I recorded Nintendo Direct. Y'all probably already seen it. But
also, I do want to talk about that Nightwire joint, the Night City Nightwire. Did you see the trailer with Idris Elba?
The cinematic trailer? I haven't seen that one yet. I'm gonna look at it.
Buckle up. Cause oh my god.
Hold on, click.
Damn, it's not even on the front page of YouTube on YouTube anymore. That's a bummer.
Oh, what is this?
Damn, what the fuck? There we go. Cyberpunk trailer, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
No.
Like I'm not gonna show the whole thing, but look at this motherfucker.
He is definitely well animated.
Like that's not even Uncanny Valley. Like I'm just not sure if he's just there. I don't know how he's gonna look in this damn game. What the fuck, bro? Also, is he putting on an American accent?
Yeah.
Can't imagine. Okay, Merge. Merge said the library is open and I do not plan on closing it anytime this year. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a cinematic trailer. But it's just like, even though that it's cinematic, like this as an engine, still. I'm gonna need Digital Foundry just to cover this trailer. Okay. Where was I? Unity. I needed a dose of good.
A palate cleanser.
Yes.
Yeah. A little amuse bouche before we tap into the smorgasbord of shit.
I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't want to spend the $30, but it's Idris Elba.
You got, dude. I don't even know why we even talking. You know you're gonna buy that game. You know you're gonna buy that DLC.
I'm playing Starfield though.
But then you'll play Cyberpunk. What are we talking about? Either way, you gonna spend that $30.
Yeah, maybe not now. I will come back around, but
you do. You'd be like, I think I'll do a wraparound.
It's Idris Elba, man. Come on. It's the best a black person looked at a video game ever.
Mm-hmm. They even got the gray in my man's beard.
I know. But also, like my son was, Caden was sitting next to me when I was watching it. He did not like the fact that Idris Elba got beat up. So what are they doing to him? He does not take too kindly to real life violence. So he had blood on him. I was like, I know, buddy. I know. There were some bad guys. I didn't think they were gonna go this far, but also it is Cyberpunk. Unity. No, he has not seen the. I have not seen The Wire. I should really do that. See, we are introducing a Unity runtime fee that is based upon each time a qualifying game is downloaded by an end user. We chose this because each time a game is downloaded, the Unity runtime is also installed. And also, we believe that an initial install-based fee allows creators to keep the ongoing financial gains from player engagement, unlike a revenue share. Unity's runtime fee will be collected once a game has passed a minimum revenue threshold in the last 12 months and it has passed a minimum lifetime install count, according to the blog post. Those install fees are based on Unity pricing plans. Unity Personal and Unity Plus customers must pay 20 cents per install after reaching $200,000 of revenue in the past year and having more than 200,000 lifetime game installs. Unity Pro and Unity Enterprise will pay 15 and 12.5 cents per install, respectively, after making 1 million in the past year and having more than 1 million lifetime game installs. Those fees will decrease as higher thresholds are met. So, good luck to all of those indie developers who happen to sign. Initially, this was good luck to any indie developer who signed a deal with Humble Bundle, Game Pass, a game that went free to play, games that were stolen, games that are given away.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, shit went on fire. I don't know how it was on Twitter, but of course, Mastodon was not a happy place.
Mm-mm.
Nope. The dev, I'm a part of an indie dev scene Discord here in the Raleigh area. They were all sharing tips and secrets on how to use Unreal. Some people were talking about Godot. Actually, Godot went out and said, look, instead of charging you, we're going to create a fund so we will pay you to help you develop your games.
Look at that. Look at God. just making people being like, how can we use this person's tomfoolery to our advantage? We'll pay you. We'll pay you. Use our engine.
And so, okay, this was bad, right? This was bad. You thought this was just going to be the bad shit, right?
Yeah.
It gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
Shagoom. Oh no, look who it is. If it isn't one of our favorite CEOs, John Riccitiello.
What about John Rigatoni?
Mm-hmm.
Unity bosses sold stock days before the development fees announcement.
It's almost as if they knew that shit was gonna go left when they said it. So they were like, how can we squeeze out a little coin before we make a horrible decision?
If only we were inside to trade things, to protect ourselves from a shitstorm.
From the bullshit that we unleashed. From and hopefully this won't blow back up on us.
Inside trade in.
Surely not. That's illegal. No one would do that.
Shut up. Nobody will know. Except you have to file SEC filings to say, hey, I'm going to do a thing.
So who found out?
Behind the scenes, CEO John Riccitiello shifted 2,000 shares last week on September 6th, as noted by Yahoo Finance, which noted this move was part of a trend over the past year where the exec has sold more than 50,000 shares in total and bought none. So yes, let's systematically move things so it doesn't look suspicious and then make an announcement. See? There's nothing wrong with this. We were moving it anyway.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I have not gotten to that part of Parks and Rec. I am currently in the middle of a Parks and Rec rewatch now.
I have not seen one episode of Parks and Rec.
Oh man, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're looking for something like feel good, Parks and Rec is that show.
Okay.
Several others on Unity's board of directors also sold shares in the past weeks, including president of Growth, Tomer Bar-Zeev, who sold 37,500 shares on September 1st for around $1.4 million. Get this, Shlomo, which I imagine is an appropriate name in wherever Unity is based. Shlomo DeVrat, meanwhile, sold 68,000 shares on August 30th for around $2.5 million. Excuse me for the one time.
Capitalism. Capitalism.
Oh, that's right. Here we go. Last year, he apologized. Oh, this is where we first heard that Riccitiello was the CEO of Unity. Last year, he apologized after labeling developers that don't prioritize monetization in the creative process as some of the biggest fucking idiots. Okay, what have we said about CEOs?
Oh, that they need to hush, sit their ass down somewhere.
Sin, what have we said about CEOs?
I mean, aside from the fact that they're trash, like, just be rich and be unseen and quiet.
Yep, that part.
It's that fucking simple. Shut the fuck up!
Look, if you're not sorry, why the fuck is you talking? If you're doing fuckery, why is you sorry? If you're not sorry, then why is you sorry?
Why don't y'all have a person that when people write you, is their job to just respond, not available for comment?
That part. They sitting up here having a guy here got more money than the Almighty, but no bit of lick of sense to know that whatever I say in any form of the contrary is going to blow back on me because I instituted the fuckery and I knew the fuckery was going to be big, so I then mitigated for the fuckery. Just don't say nothing. Just take the lumps, take the lumps, take the loss of market share, and watch your competitors cook you. And watch the people who rock with you stop rocking with you in the sequels. Period. Exclamation point.
Can we just talk about how, generally speaking, CEOs seem to be running their companies into the ground? Like, people don't respond to things in like a quick, fast hurry.
Speed running like at any percent.
Just don't talk.
Just
shut up.
Either you sorry and you either you sorry and you don't do it again, or you just stand 10 toes down with it silently. Like, what's to say? Nothing. We don't say anything.
That's right.
Quite
you
honestly, I
do
feel
that.
like after a certain amount of commas, tax brackets, or whatever else, you shouldn't even be able to hear people. Like, just
we shouldn't be able to hear you.
Right.
I don't care if you can't hear me. I shouldn't have to hear you.
No. Like, it's double. It's like soundproof double pane glass. You can't hear me singing opera at the top of my lungs, from my boat in Cabo, and I can't hear you either in the comment section. That's how that should work.
Exactly.
It's the cone of motherfucking silence. Don't even.
I fought it.
It's the cone of motherfucking silence. Hey, you think you got something to say? You really don't. You don't.
Oh, you were talking to me this time.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something that, like someone used to say, like a couple of people I used to know used to say a long time ago, with these people who are in these places of influence and power, also for some reason needing to be seen a certain way or to be well liked by public people. It's like, y'all don't even see these people as fully human. Why do you care? Shut up. Like, that's the least you could do. If you really don't, if like you're really out here with all this money like you say you are, and you're just like, I don't give a fuck, y'all need to do whatever, then like, if you're gonna go and do the insider trading, at least do so in silence and keep it moving. Like, go away. Well, I mean, yes, to Cal, the music is always a rhetorical and empty music, because we know that these people have like ego that Seto Kaiba envies. Like, we know that already.
Damn. And my man had the fashion sense of a PS5. Wow.
No, PS5 had the fashions of Seto Kaiba.
Okay, hold on for a moment. Let's stop right there. It's the same reason that they have publicists and spin doctors. Clearly they don't, because if they did, these people would have absolutely said less.
Yeah, we can tell.
That's the point.
We can tell very carefully that these people do not have spin doctors, because they keep
or they don't listen to them.
They don't have them because they don't need them. That's the whole thing.
Handily advocate for the use of your publicists and spin doctors.
Like, say one man, away. I'm like this 45 had 3 chiefs of staff, and he didn't listen to any of them in the span of 4 years.
I feel like that's where this started.
They don't listen to it's like I am the boss. I am the man. I call the shots and I speak the truth. And what happens is that they don't listen to nobody.
Like, y'all really thought you really watched The Punisher and thought you were that person.
Right.
Y'all watched Batman and you were just like, I could live that life. Like,
right. They don't listen. They don't listen to nobody because they feel like that because of their wealth and their power and their value and market share, that gives them the ability to say anything that they want to say. But guess what? They don't know what they talk about.
But again, as I've stated last week, there are people who don't care. They're rich. They must know something. So word is gospel.
And yet,
because they ain't listening to the real Jesus. He's too soft.
Why would he let that happen?
He said, turn the other cheek. That nigga soft. Like, whoa, hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
So,
in more Unity news, they decided to roll some stuff back, but not really. They said, hey, okay, if you're part of the Humble Bundle or Game Pass or whatever, we'll ask Microsoft and Humble to cover that cost. Microsoft and Humble have both stayed silent.
And say, we. Philly Phil and Flying Jim Ryan were like, I'm sorry. Oh, what?
Not on Sarah Bond's internet.
Not on Sarah Bond's internet.
For this show, we are replacing Beyonce with Sarah Bond because we stand for powerful black women in the gaming industry. Thank you. That is my motion. Okay. Can I get a second?
Third.
Fourth.
Somebody has to second it.
Well, it took us a couple of seconds to do it. Does that count?
Sure. Yeah. All right. All in favor, say aye.
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 Mm.
All opposed, nay. All right, the ayes have it. Motion carries that we will now refer to the internet.
Unlock.
Yes, we have now achievement unlocked. We are now referring to the internet as Sarah Bond's internet.
Okay,
I'm copying the House of Commons. We're like, the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Unlock.
Yeah. So they were like, yeah, Microsoft, Humble, they'll cover the cost for those who are on those subscription services. No. But see, this is where the clowning on Unity stops. And then we start looking at the fucking asshat gamers TM. Because Unity cancels the town hall over reported death threats, with 2 offices closing.
If I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat, there's a reason for it.
What is this?
Don't click on that.
Oh.
That's a joke. It just
The eyes
it's a
have
joke.
it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Merge. Damn it.
Oh. Oh.
Apple, can I interest you in some Godot? So just for the audio listeners, or for anybody who can't see the chat, because I forgot even YouTube people can't see the chat.
There's been a back and forth battle with, hey, Major, don't you have like the extension thing that just pops up like a quote from chat?
Oh, I do.
Just put that up on screen.
You're right. I could do that.
But for everybody who's been following the show for, however long, back in like the 50s of episodes, we talked about these back and forth battles between Apple and Epic just trying to get the one up on each other.
Yep.
By what's allowed or not allowed in the store and what people can or cannot charge for and all this other stuff. Well, speaking, if I were Unity, I would be like, y'all gonna talk to me nice or I'm gonna go talk to Tim Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Run them pockets.
Bowles, there have been enough people who have been killed from internet threats. I'm pretty sure developers are not trying to take that risk. So yeah, again, risk of human life is a thing I do not take lightly in any form. I'd rather the developers be safe because, again, the developers did not cause this.
Mm-mm.
The developers were not like, we want to charge 20 cents per install.
Mm-mm. Not one bit. They weren't responsible for this.
So yeah, you took it too far. Took that shit a little too far.
Yeah.
It was all fun and games until you started threatening people, and yeah, that's not. Turns out it was. Wait, are you serious, Ruin? I shouldn't have to make an account. I mean, all right, let's just move on. That was heavy.
Yeah.
And just for fairness, because we do cover the Game Pass editions and stuff. Near Replicant is coming to PlayStation Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the heart to take it out, even though it just seemed like meh.
I mean, for like the two people that I know that really like the Nier games, like
Well,
they say Nier Replicant was good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. I mean, they're also getting Civ 6.
Yeah.
Let's see, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Star Ocean, The Divine Force, Sniper, Ghost Warrior, Contracts 2, Odin Sphere, Unpacking, Planet Coaster, Console Edition, This War of Mine, Final Cut, Cloud Punk, Contra Road Core, Tales Noir, Call of the Sea, West of Dead, Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness.
Tales Noir. That sounds. Oh, that's Tales Noir. That was that game that came out. Did they rename that? Because it was another. It was under another name.
Paw Patrol the movie, Adventure City Calls.
I'm gonna look that up. Tales Noir.
Which my son says he's too old to play now.
Oh yeah, it was called Backbone. Right. That's why I remember it.
Maybe they have to change it because of the controller. You don't want PS Plus though.
No.
Well, the Backbone controller is there. I don't know.
I don't think that's it, but let me look that up.
Updates. iOS 15, 17, or I'm sorry, iOS 15, iPadOS 15, macOS 12, and macOS 11 all got updates this week. Also, just want to put it out there, iOS 17 comes out Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday? The Monday. It comes out Monday. So
Interesting.
Yes, iOS 17, iPadOS 17 come out on Monday, along with watchOS, tvOS, and macOS Sonoma, I think is the newest version, comes out the following week. So lots of OS updates if that is your thing. The PS5 got an update that includes new accessibility, audio, and social feature enhancements. Also, I think it included that cloud beta thing, didn't it? I think it did, maybe.
Possibly.
Oh, maybe it didn't, but it does have support for M2 SSDs up to 8 terabytes. So now you can store every PS5 game in existence until the next Call of Duty comes out.
Except for Stardew.
Oh no, storage isn't Stardew's problem. It's just running it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the storage is never an issue with Stardew. While people ask, can this run Crysis? I have to ask, can it run Stardew? I should run that. Oh wait, that one. I'd have to create a Steam account for my son so I can try Stardew on. Wait, that's on Game Pass, right? Stardew still on Game Pass?
I think so, yeah. I'm gonna look that up.
I mean, I have the Xbox app open. My son's PC? No, it cannot. Stardew is still on Game Pass.
Yes.
Now let me back out so I can make sure I'm back on my Starfield page. It might be. Oh, you were making a PS5 joke. Oh, why? Why, Pulse? Why you gotta be like that? Let's see here. Also, Microsoft fixes critical Windows bugs and a word exploit. So please, 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 please run your updates. There's already a word exploit being exploited in the wild. So please update your shit. Whew, excuse me. because I'm playing Starfield while I'm watching this stream. I wish I could be doing that, but no, I have to run the stream. Okay, and again, for the purposes, for those who do not know, this is free play days that last from 12 a.m. Pacific on Thursday to 11:59 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. Between that span of time, you have the ability to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and the Sims 4 bundle with cats and dogs and My First Pet bundles or expansions. So yeah, go have at it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a show.
Wait, did you talk about the streaming thing?
Did you post it somewhere?
It's in the show notes. So was that sub point under Unity things.
Oh, so I don't see the show notes until I see. If I clicked out of this Xbox Wire article, then I probably would have. Yep, it popped in. There we go. I see it. Today and fucking around and finding out.
Oh, I will bring you this bit of news, and then we can wrap up the show.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So
wait. I throw on button hit BRB instead of. Yeah, but we're back now. We're good.
So a user who goes by the name of Magic Moonshot, who had significantly more information in their bio than they currently have, is apparently was like an events person, a shoutcaster.
Oh wow!
These other
yeah,
things.
that is definitely empty.
For a number of things, including like a collective that does games for Halo, had partnerships with Advanced GG and all this other stuff, went and said, hey, I'm wanting to get together and do like a little tournament for fun in Discord with people playing games. But the reason that I know that this person exists is because people were like retweeting in rage about them having this tournament. Upon which I found the following. I am building out channels in my Discord for Lady Scrims on Saturday. I love and value all people, and as a Christian, I believe that God created people in his image as male and female, with a reference to Genesis. Therefore, I will not be allowing trans players to participate. You know that thing that we keep telling people about just keeping their mouth shut? Here's the thing. Someone did ask them that question. Why, if you just wanted to do that, why didn't you just do that and announce that in your Discord? And the thing that they said was, because people online outside of Discord started asking me if they could participate, and I just wanted to get ahead of that question.
Why? My question is, why does it matter? How would...
And like, the thing that's sending me is, we're playing a video game, so it's not like the arguments that most people use for this stuff go right out the window, but also, how are you going to know exactly? If someone gets on voice, and they're just talking to you and you're talking to them, at what point do you just go, aha, I can tell from the sound of your voice and your tone that you are clearly a trans person. There are just so many layers of what is wrong with you, but you want to know what wasn't wrong. The speed at which those companies went, oh, that person was associated with us or partnered with us. They're not anymore. They went from a paragraph long profile to a single image of a cross in one afternoon.
And it doesn't appear like they've posted anything since then.
On that day?
No, I'm looking at it, and that, like, the tweet you sent me is literally the last thing that's on her profile.
to imagine that you just threw your whole job away because child, just because of transphobic. Why? Like, these people are bothering
okay, yep,
you.
I'm seeing a trend. like to call, said, look at the tweet under it. Yeah, there was a trend.
Oh, about like homeschooling?
Yup.
So you are
Mind
Bet.
you, right? Here is the initial tweet that somehow warranted this one, which was, I'd like to host a ladies Halo scrim this Saturday afternoon. Who would be interested in playing 4v4, best of fives, in a round robin format? Full teams, partial teams, free agents welcome, no prize pool. We're just doing this for fun and for practice.
Should have stopped right there.
Yeah,
that was the
it.
thing that that was the thing they initially said, and
Right.
people got, because of their reputation, got really excited and would be like, this could be really cool. I would like to go.
That's what I'm saying.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it should have stopped instead of declaring.
And that
the last tweet.
That expressed interest warranted you being up here and being like, but not trans people. Like, the logistics. Were you literally just going to start checking everyone's socials or ask every single person who enters the tournament, do you identify as the gender that you were born as? Or, that you were assigned at birth or whatever? Biologically speaking. You were going to, how are you going to phrase this question? How are you verifying this?
Not Zach Bussey coming for her.
Oh no, not Zach Bussey. Wait a second.
I know you follow me for Twitch and streaming news, but here's another bit of news for you. The Ghost Man in the Sky created all people in his image, which means everyone, not your narrow definition of what his image is. Shameful bigotry. Oh, and as you can see, there was definitely more things here with her community
when
manager
I tell
for Team
you that
Status Quo was captured.
Yeah, one of them liked a comment in that turfy area and saw that flash, clap back, and immediately went, nope, never mind. They were just like, we saw you, bitch, but we'll come for you later. First, we're gonna deal with this. And I'm like,
wow.
Let me check the demographics, and of course.
Look, I know we disagree, but you could DM me. Look, I got love for you, but you could DM me if you want to talk more about it.
And this is the person that they consider like either a close colleague or a friend that they're saying this to, who has a literal trans flag in their profile. It's like right there. I'm just like,
oh. Do these teams know that you are engaging in hate speech and discrimination on their behalf? Here comes Advanced GG. Thanks for reaching out. This person's values do not align with our own, and we have terminated our relationship with them.
Like, some of these people that they were partnered with were just like, we're gonna go ahead and back out of this. We actually have like queer people who work for our companies over here. Like, what on earth is this? Honestly, between this person and Dr. Disrespect, I'm eating very well in the petty department this week, but also like, what's wrong with y'all? And here's the thing, y'all can argue with your mom and you're not gonna argue with me, because in addition to everything else, here's a Tech Talk news bit for the day saying this person right here spent like 4 of his college years, out of about 5 or so, 4 of his college years, being a chaplain at a Christian college. We have to take classes on how to talk to people about these things. Y'all aren't coming for me. Child, QAnon done cost you your whole bag. I hope y'all are good. I hope y'all good though.
Yeah. I just talked to God and he said it was fine if trans people participate.
To Cal, so Dr. Disrespect was looking for a little partnership from Starfield or whatever, because he was hype about the game, and they were just like, given some past incidences, we are just going to decline to do that. And people recorded him on stream being very salty about it, up to and including, oh, I see this person has pronouns in there. It was like the creative director, I think. This was like, oh, this person has pronouns in their bio. Okay, clear. Like we see what's going on here. And it's just kind of like, imagine.
Iron sharpening iron. What the? Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
This is becoming a bad place. I am leaving.
Like, this is the bad place. Don't keep reading.
Yeah.
But it's one of those. I am over here for the season of people being on the fine outside of the scale when these people are like, you being shitty and hateful to people for just existing is going to actually cost you shit. Here for it. Ruin it was. I do believe it was Pete Hines. You are correct.
Yeah, it was. It was Pete Hines.
Yeah.
So I hope it was worth it, girl.
Spoiler alert, it wasn't.
This is why I battle. You're right. Exact Pulse. Exactly. Just where's Pastor Dot need? Oh yeah. Fediverse wash over me. Fediverse wash over me. For all that is holy and open source, wash over me.
Someone help this man.
Well, that's it. That's it. That's all of the show we got.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
That was actually it.
What does I feel stupider for ever listening to that? I reward you no points, and God have mercy on your soul.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm about to follow a few people on Masto because they miss all this messiness. Oh, I'm oblivious to a lot of shit. Like, for me being a Masto admin, I have no idea what half the shit these people are talking about. Honestly, I don't. You know, it makes me so glad. Like, look, I am just the Masto admin of my server, which, sure, there are other people on it, but are they really? So it's a thing of like, I don't care.
Like, listen, I put on my pants and I turned my swag on and I'm on my business during the day.
Yeah, it's like, whatever the fuck they got going on is what the fuck they got going on. Like, look, I'm here to have a good time, do the shit I was doing on Twitter, and actually be more vulgar than I was because not as much people are watching me there. I mean, they can do that all they want, but just keep it over there. You know, the Fediverse is a big place. And luckily, there is no algorithm to bring it over to me. It's so great. It's so great. Anywho, what y'all got going on this week?
What do I have going on this week? Tomorrow is Friday, so we will be doing some more things. I have been seeing some recipes crossed by YouTube. I'm in the good part of YouTube now, where it's either people dancing or people talking about fashion or people talking about food. So it's like, this is a good place. I saw some tasty stuff that I can make with the things I currently have in my house. So we're gonna start working on those. Trying to read up on, like, finish reading a couple of books that I need to return to the library in another week or two. And getting ready for a friend's wedding.
Nice.
That's it. That's the things.
Ruin, I hate you.
The
I really do.
But yeah, I'm doing pretty. I'm just like chilling, doing light stuff, prepping for the holidays, um, having like back and forth conversations with the city about tree stuff, and then also getting quotes for tree services so we can chop all our trees down.
You didn't go with the best service, the guaranteed best service. I was going to charge you the most.
Yeah, it's like, well, not the most, like near the most, because
Like, that
when I
still was funny. She was like, "Look, we're the best. Don't question it."
no, he didn't say he was the best. He said he was expensive.
Oh,
he said he was expensive because he does a good job, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you want a cookie for that? Like, so he was talking about 10,000 without stumps. Oh yeah, 10,000 without stumps. And I was like, oh, the devil is a lie. And for my man to have the absolute barefaced like privilege, and yes, he had the privilege to be able to say, yeah, I'm expensive. I'm the most expensive person in I'm the most expensive person in the city with no references, and didn't even have his own like quote estimation sheet. He had to write the quote on a legal pad. Pretty much
he
proved
was
to me like
10 toes down. He said, "Look, if I say this, people gonna see how bold I am."
right. And I was
And like,
and I
you know what?
and
All right, I like the cut of your jib.
yeah. But see, I'm at 10 toes down myself as somebody who also has 10 toes, and my 10 toes were pointed down and not not on my property. Not with my trees, you don't.
Poe says he pays his employees. How many employees does he have? One?
Mm-hmm. He said he got workman's comp. And I'm like, he's the only person that does workman's comp. And I'm like, hand clap of praise. But get up out my yard. We not hiring you. Never in a million years. We got other quotes. Like the man that we had over charged us like $7,500 for all our trees, and we balked at that. And then 10,000 was like, well, maybe that's not that bad. 7,000, not bad. Not a bad deal. So we probably gonna still get some more. So yeah, we probably gonna get some more quotes. Said that was the person. That was one of the. That was one of the. Said that was one of the comments that person said. He's the most expensive, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm the most expensive. Yeah." That's what his Google review said. So yeah, the search continues, and it's us like dealing with the city being like, "Hey yo, what y'all gonna do about picking up this this lumber and stuff?" And they still haven't. And speaking of which, they still haven't picked up the lumber. They still hadn't picked up the yard trash that we had from when the storm come through. We still sitting on like piles and piles and piles of that. So. Yeah, we're still dealing with storm trash pickup. But yeah, that's adulting aside, pretty much just playing more Starfield and enjoying Starfield and enjoying other games and Fae Farm, which I think that might be on my short list for game of the year for this year for me. But yeah,
open up a dock. It's just gonna have like 1 through 10. And it's just gonna be Starfield.
Not for me.
This is it. Just
like
Starfield.
Starfield is a smooth 6 on that list.
This is 1 through 10.
No.
Something. What I'm hearing over here is that it is 1 through 10 for major, and it is 1 through 10 for major, and it is number 6 on the 1 through 10 for Kevin, and I love that for both of you.
Right, like it's on the list, but it's not high up the list, you know?
Oh man, I was hoping you were gonna finish.
You get it. He didn't want to get banned. He didn't want automate. He didn't want to automate the trigger. Now hold on, now, buddy. But like automods be like, all right, pal, time to rein it in there, buddy.
I don't even know what those settings are at. So I mean, that's a very accurate stance to take because I don't know what it'll do.
Yeah, there be sometimes I'm like, I don't even know automods working until like somebody says something, and then automods be like, hold on now, and I'm like, wait, automod, what you doing? What you doing, Playboy?
We all know that I'm like in the most lax settings possible until like the unspeakable happens. Looking at July 4th on a train.
Yep. Jesus. That was wild.
Ooh, boy.
But yeah. That's, and then probably be dabbling in some, like I'm gonna be working on like
that.
yeah, I'm gonna be working on Nah, we ain't gonna ban. We would ban you. Nah. I'm talking about Automod. Automod decided they want to come out of hibernation and be like the mall cop, be like the Paul Blart mall cop. Yeah, I'm probably gonna work on like shipbuilding tutorials to figure out how to build a bigger ship, because I have just hit the max on storage, and it's not even like the tchotchkes that I have or the weapons.
Don't tell.
It's
damn it.
What?
There's a max to storage.
Oh yeah, there's a max to storage, and I hit
We were
mine
talking
on
about
my.
Starfield, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Starfield.
Oh.
Yeah, so now I got to figure out.
I was
Okay,
hoping
now
you were talking about literally any other game, because that's the thing. I didn't want to hear it about Starfield. Don't tell me there's a max to storage. No, fuck it.
Yeah, there's a max of storage, but what you can do is if you have like an excess of items, what you can do is you can go, like, especially if you're doing like a lot of crafting, just take that shit to the lodge, put it in like the big storage, and then just work on stuff and then put it away. So basically, you would hold it, bust it to the lodge, unload, and then come back to the lot, and then like go off into the sky again. You know, so that's probably what I'm end up having to do. I'm probably just gonna bust it to the lodge, unload, and then just save everything into the lodge storage, because lodge has unlimited storage.
See, Young brings up a point. It was like someone has to figure out a mod to remove the storage cap, right? The thing is, will that carry over to my Xbox save?
Right.
Like, do these mods even work on the Windows version of the game?
And take all the things. No, to call you, not to call, to Cal, you did say that, as I then was like trading with other ships and saying like, bet, hey, what y'all got for trade? Let me get that. Y'all want to buy all my sandwiches? Buy all my sandwiches. You want to buy all this excess stuff that I don't need? Here you go. I got you.
See, Merge, you make that sound like that's a bad thing. You make it sound like it's a bad thing. But honestly, I feel like I would, if I was 20, 30 hours into that game and I had to start over from the beginning, I probably would do it.
Now you'd be like, don't threaten me with a good time, huh?
Right. So, all right, bet this is the life I live now.
Like, a game that I love and a game that I love and I don't mind playing, and this is part of my personality. Let me run it back, because that's what I was saying the other day. I know we on like a little Starfield corner, but this is the thing that I was saying though, is I don't think that this game would be game of the year. Like, I don't think this game would win game of the year prizes, but I think that this is definitely going to be a game that people would run back, multiple times. People would buy it on sales. People would see it on sales, buy it on sales, play it on Game Pass indefinitely.
Will this be the next Skyrim?
Yeah, it'd be like Skyrim. It'd be on like 50-11 things except for PlayStation. I hope it never goes to PlayStation.
Why? Okay, he's done become too petty. How do we mute his mic? How do we mute the mic?
Right, because I don't know if you know, like I know, but my name is Kev, and please to introduce you, I'm Kev, one of the pettiest black men on this internet. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, right now. Unlike a Skyrim, I hope it never goes. I hope it never don't sell on anything.
Wow.
You know what would be funny? I hope it goes to Nintendo Switch on the new Switch.
Wow.
Before it hits PlayStation, because at least Nintendo has a good.
What beef do you have?
I don't got no beef with PlayStation. But PlayStation should have stayed in its own lane and just took its L when it comes to Starfield, as opposed to start dabbling and dibbling in Microsoft's business, instead of sitting up there and enjoying the fact that I have a lock on Final Fantasy Rebirth, and it will never come to Xbox. But nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the fact that we can't play, the Xbox people can't play Remake when all the other Final Fantasy games are on Xbox, except that.
Because Starfield was coming to PlayStation before the merger. Even though Phil was up there, with Yoshi P being like, "Hey, yo, man, we need some Xbox, we need some Final Fantasy games on Xbox." Yeah, you get Final Fantasy 14.
We need some Squaresoft games on Xbox.
You get Final Fantasy 14.
Kevin's out here with the receipts in the background being like, "This you?"
Yeah. 14, but when? When?
Isn't it coming out this year?
Okay. What? And then what else?
For the you said he was up there with Yoshi P. You ain't say nobody else.
Right. We also need 16. Let's put 16 on there.
But you have,
and I'm still waiting.
You got a PC, dog.
Okay, I got a PC. Does that mean I don't want Xbox people to live because I'm eating good? Do you think, I don't want other people to eat good?
I forgot. Look, we have to look out for those who do.
You gotta look out.
You're right.
That's the whole freaking thing, though.
Right.
Because I'm eating good on PC, that don't mean I don't want other people to eat too. That's what Christianity is. That's what it means that you eating good and I'm eating good too. We all eating good together. Why am I sitting up there eating a sandwich and I'm watching you starve? I could have break this sandwich in half and let you have a piece so we can all eat together.
How many sandwiches have you stolen, Starfield?
I only stole one.
I have not stolen any. Sandwich. I can't steal. You know, I was talking cash shit about me being a sandwich pirate. I can't bring myself to steal shit.
I can't even board one ship. I'm trying.
I accidentally stole shit in a game because, you know, when you go into a building and there's an item you can take, you can just take it. I didn't realize the button said fucking steal. I was like, shit, what have I done?
Yeah, that would happen to me. Like I walk, because I have that thing when you're in areas and combat areas and you see like the med pack thing on the wall and you just grab it.
Yeah.
Well, I went to a space station, a fully fledged space station, right? For the Freestar, and I walked up in there and I said, "Oh, med pack, grab." And then it was like, "Oh, wait." And then I was like, "Stop right there, Freestars." And I'm like, hold it right there." And it's like, "Hold it right there."
The thing that got me was when I was working.
I'm good.
I was working for their version of was it Arasaka? Like the little Japanese megacorp.
Oh, Ryujin.
Yeah. And I had to go into a place and it's like to install the virus or whatever. And like there was a cop just standing there. Didn't say anything when I walked in. Like, do y'all not badge people? Okay. So I just started breaking into the computer with the cop standing there. Successfully did it, but forgot to place the virus. So when I left the computer, because I forgot what I was supposed to do, here's the cop in my face like, "Yo, what are you doing? We're taking you down." So I was like, "What happened? We were just cool 2 seconds ago."
We were just vibing, and then I'm like, "Oh, I forgot my keys." Actually, what are you doing here? I got hit with the ship that was asking me like, "Hey, we're trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty," and I'm like, not me getting. I saw that. Somebody else got hit with that. I said, "Damn." I got hit with that too. Funny thing also did. I got hit with hi, we need you to board us to do a survey. We're for the SSN. And I was like,
hang up. Nope, just go away.
And I was like, do I need to be on the ship to do it? Well, yeah, actually you do. And I'm like, Doc. And I was like, if this thing pop, I'm like, Barrett,
Look at you
watch me.
Look at you trying to be Jim Browning.
Right. I was like, Barrett, watch. And so we went in there. I answered all the questions. I didn't know any of the lore. So I just answered. I think I answered 2 out of the 4 questions wrong. And then they had like a survey period, and they were like, "Oh, okay, you did pretty good. Here's a complimentary food item." And they gave me like, I think they gave me like some chunks. They gave me like, I think no, it wasn't chunks. It was like the udon multi-pack. And I was just like, too, like, I love a good free food item. And I'm like, yeah. So it's just like, well, I guess we move away. So it was so weird. I seen one person in the game found a person that sings sea shanties, and I'm like, I want to find that person now. That person was out here singing like a custom Starfield sea shanty, and it was the best thing out here. I think it was the dude who sang Wellerman. I think it was that dude. I think it was that guy that sang Wellerman, because he sounded like the guy who sings Wellerman. And I'm like, it was beautiful, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. So I need to go find that person. But yeah, there's a lot of problems with the game, but I can't seem to find it, and the problems are not bothering me. So I move. We move. Like the quests are fun. The characters are interesting. Like I'm gonna say one more thing.
The one thing I have an issue with, or not an issue, but it's like I had to ask this about like neurodivergent folks who have an issue making eye contact, because I'm having an issue with it. It's like, how have these people been playing Bethesda games before? Because that like all of their games have been talk to an NPC and it zooms right in on their face and you're just staring at them. It's like, how does anybody stare? How can anybody take that? I am reading the captions, not just so I can read the captions, but so I don't have to look the characters in the face.
Right.
Because I can't do it.
Yeah, I laugh because I had it. I had this beautiful, wonderful clip of this thing happening, but my audio fucked up and I couldn't record him talking. But the way he was talking, I gotta do this for effect. Hold on, let me prepare for effect. So you can get like non-character NPCs to like run your ship, right? Mm-hmm. So you go like the bars and stuff, and you can talk to him. Well, I went and talked to this guy. His name's Gideon. He kind of helps run. His thing is like, if you assign him to the ship, he basically makes your shields better and he makes your weapons stronger by him just being on the ship. So you can put him in the thing for the ship and he'll run it. So I just have him in there and he's like, "What's up, Skipper? How you doing, boss?" Whatever. And so I just asked him questions. "Hey, can I ask you personal questions? Like, why do you need the money?" And this is how he responded to me. Like, he's out here talking. And he's like, "Well, as things went by, I just had to go get money to fix my family and to save my family. And because, that's why I'm in the bar getting things what I need. And, so I just need to get, I need the job, the money to be able to feed my family and take care of my family. Because that's what I need to do." And, and I'm like, I just see him just like he walked away from me and walked into the cockpit. I was talking to him in the galley and he just walks to the cockpit and I can still hear him talking to me, talking about, "Man, I need my money because I got a family to feed and I got to work and there's not enough jobs. So I just know, working for you would be really, really good and blah, 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 blah." And I'm just like, that's pretty much how I have conversations. Like, I'm basically walking and talking. Like, I'll be talking to you or you'll be talking to me and I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go in the kitchen and make a snack and I'm gonna talk to you from the kitchen.
Again,
or then I'm gonna go.
It's like that clip you sent me where, like, at that beginning mission, The dude walked through the door and he threw the grenade as soon as he opened it.
Yeah, he just
And
was
then
like,
balked that dude upside the
boink.
head.
Pow! Killed the other two, gravely wounded him. He was like, yeah, this person has played this before. This is not like I started this.
I restarted it. I played like the beginning part on my Steam Deck through Cloud Play or whatever, but I restarted it on PC.
Yeah.
I had to fight my way through the first time. The second time I was able to persuade my way through that, and they just let me go. I was like, hey, all right then. You know what? I can get used to this.
Yeah. I did that with the Shaw gang. Because that's why I was like, I came out, I went in, shot up the Shaws, and then we got the artifact, and we was coming back out. She was right there, and she was like, I don't know what you did that, because you took the artifact, you took the thing that's got all the ashes out here, stirred up, and you killed all my men that I paid good money for, and I paid for their workman's comp, and on top of that, so you're gonna have to give me whatever that is, or you're gonna have to fight. And I was like, persuasion. All right, that's fine. I guess that's okay. And then I was like, oh crap, the Ostas. And I was like,
my power went out.
yeah. Then that's when my power went out. I had to redo that one again, but then I did it. I did the persuasion again, and then I just and I was feeling like, yo, I'm just gonna leave. But then I was like, you know what? Nah. I want whatever's in these Ashtas. So I'd start fighting them, and I was like, and the thing that saved me so much time, so much energy, is just buying med packs.
Yeah, I need to start doing that, like buying med packs, buying ammo.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I do not. There's not a lot of ammo drops, so I hate that I am carrying guns all the time with no ammo, and they don't tell you that.
No.
When you're trying to select the gun, so you don't find out that you ain't got shit until you're back in it and you got the gun. Here's a fuck, and it does not help when somebody is actively trying to tackle you. Yeah.
So effectively, what I did was I went through all my suite of guns, and then I just said, all right, what gun takes this? What gun takes that? What gun takes this? And then I just physically said, cool.
Yep.
Write it down. Buy all of these. Because the money that I make from these missions, the money I make, even if I go into like abandoned stuff and I run into people, I will literally make all that money back that I spent on weapons.
Yeah, like I was stacked. I was stacked when I actually bought my first thing. I was like, why am I not buying? Damn, I got money. Like,
I have cash by literally just selling stuff that I find in places. And then I just encumbredly slow walk to my ship.
I give it to Barrett. I was like, hey, you hold this.
Yeah. I give it to Barrett. Then I've kind of
that's another thing he gets annoying with. Like, don't you think you should sell some of this?
Full circle.
Hmm?
Yeah, how we love and hate Barrett.
Yeah. Well, prior to the airing of this episode, they were talking about trying to hand guns and other weapons to Barrett.
Like I didn't know that I could like had to physically equip the weapon that I want Barrett to have.
I still need to go and figure that out.
Because I was like, why are we going through full firefights with him with a fire axe? And I'm like, I need him to be shooting.
And yeah, mine was punching.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway,
yeah,
that's it. That's it for the Starfield portion of the show.
So I will also, I will be playing Starfield from here until I'm done. But other things that aren't Starfield that is happening this week. We have a Twitch meetup this Saturday. Really excited about that. Just going to be nice, chill networking event. Drinks will be had. People will be talked to, I guess. That's it. But other than that, just more Uber driving, and playing Starfield. I do need to sit down and have some more conversations with some people, those people who I'm talking about, because I need to sit down and make a list of things that I would want first before I sit down and have more conversations with them. So I'm not wasting their time with random outbursts during a random day. But yeah, I'm really excited. And again, like one thing that I have gathered through a lot, because now I'm going through SGF stuff, like looking at the way they're covering content, I have some ideas of what I want to do and how I want to do it. I have a specific vision for it, and I'm hoping that it can work with the folks I want to work with and the people that I want to bring on. So yeah, some planning, some working, some starfielding, maybe playing some more Minecraft and Rocket League with my son. That's right, I've done it. We played Rocket League together and we fucking rocked that shit. Can't nobody see us. Also, it's nice to play Minecraft when two people are playing as opposed to one person playing and somebody else is giving demands. I was able to build a house in peace.
I feel like you have a story to tell here. Do you have something you need to just, get off your chest, Major?
No, I mean, it's just the fact that, when playing with my son, he wants to sit there and tell me what to do as opposed to just letting me play. And I guess that would be the case if only one person has a controller and two people are trying to play a game. So now that he has his PC, he can play Minecraft. I can play Minecraft on my Steam Deck. So I'll sit beside him at his computer and we'll play Minecraft together and kind of talk back and forth and share stuff like stories, tips, resources, stuff like that. Like I built a house and it was really dark, so he bought some torches and he lit my house. It was nice. He told me my roof was too short because we couldn't jump in the house. So now I've got to go and tear down the roof and raise it, if you will. Raise the roof.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to respond to that. No.
Posted. Thank you. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. Still trying to expose my son to more games on the PC. So I don't mind him playing the Minecraft. He learned that he cannot play Among Us in offline mode because it's only him. When he tries to play online, he has to get parental consent, and I refuse to give it.
Mm-hmm.
So he has learned very quickly that Among Us will get him nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're slowly getting into some more games, trying to play some more stuff. Yeah. Have I finished the Ryujin quest line? No. I'm at a point now where I'm at the pleasure planet and I have to get something, but I think I need to wear a security uniform and I've not figured out how to get it. So I went somewhere, I decided to do something else and maybe I stumble upon the security uniform so I can progress it. But that's the thing about that game. If I get stuck, it's not like it's timed. Oh, I'm sorry. See, this is why we should stop talking about Starfield.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I never did the training for that mission, so I don't have it yet. See, now you've told me the secret on how to get it. Maybe I can. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. It was late at night anyway, so I was like, fuck it. I'll deal with it later.
But now that you know, you're probably going to be up for another 2 hours.
No. Like, I click something, and if it keeps letting me go in a specific direction, I'll just go. So I will, by the time I get back to that Ryujin mission, I would have probably forgotten all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't want to sit in this chair for much longer. I could go get my Steam Deck and try the GeForce Now version to see if I can log in through Microsoft to get access to that game. And see if it'll import my save. But yeah, I doubt that I'm going to play that much longer. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, man.
Yep.
Thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays for September 14th, 2023. Let's see. We've got one more regular show. Then there's a Thursday plays. And then I think we have 3 streams before 100. I really need to check those numbers. I've yet to count them again and also put it on a calendar. I should do that tonight. I say that, but then probably won't. But yeah, thank you all thank you everybody for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Of course, you can catch the archives of this video over at youtube.com/MajorLinux. Majors.house/TTT or /TTT TTT is for the audio and vid is for the video, obviously. Definitely can hit up the Discord, majors.house/Discord. You can follow me over at Major Linux at toot.majorshouse.com. Kevy Kev at Majors House at toot.majorshouse.com and Sinziak at Sinziak at blacktwitter.io.
Correct.
Yes.
Or you can follow them on Twitter. I mean, that's up to y'all. You can follow me there too, but you'll just get reminders that the show is going to be going live.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Of course, you all could have been anywhere in the world watching any stream. You already could have been reading the tech, gaming, and streaming news yourself, but you said no. Because if we did that, it'll be 20 cents per article. And who's got the money for that?
That part.
And for that, I said thank you. And all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is I love you and peace. How?
Wakanda forever.